Mohammad Malik, you say share the information with Pakistan. Vicky Nanjappa, have we shared the information with Pakistan? Yeah, I'm coming to you, Maruf, and Dr. Swami, I'm coming to you. One second. Have we shared the information with Pakistan? Have we or have we not? Vicky.
We have shared a lot of information about the Karachi project with Pakistan.
A lot of.
Which
you have
does
shared it
link.
all.
We have spoken about Abdul Subhan.
You do selective information that doesn't work.
Selective.
No, we're not doing selective information, sir. We keep sharing as and when we get information.
The fact is, there's information about Dawood Ibrahim also. There's nothing which acted upon. Maruf wants to respond to Mohammad Malik. Maruf.
There was actually information of Harbiar Mari also being financed by Indians and working with them. So we have the problem on both ends.
Sir, end the cross-border terrorism, sir. Maruf.
Mr. Malik, sir, will you give others a chance to speak now?
Please.
The evidence about the Bhatkal brothers was handed over by the former Foreign Secretary, Ms. Nirupama Rao, to your government in a dossier on 25th of February 2011. Please like to check with people in Islamabad, and if they're honest enough, they'll confirm it. The second point I want to bring out is that the Indian government has been giving reams and reams of evidence, but we keep getting the response back from Pakistan.
Can I correct you something on this? Can I tell you something about that evidence, that dossier? I have seen that dossier. Can I tell you something about that dossier? That dossier, if you ask to check it with your government, that dossier contained their confessions and part of certain statements. And when the Indian government was asked to give evidence in supporting so that linking could be done, that information never came. I agree with you. A dossier was exchanged. That's my argument.
Sir,
we need to have complete things so the Pakistan establishment. We would like to ask our establishment.
Sir, I'll share the details now.
Involved, why would we want to protect it?
Mohammad Malik, I must come in at this point.
Let me make two other points.
I must come in at this point for Mohammad Malik.
Two other points.
No, I want to come in to Mohammad Malik. I'd like to tell you, please, the money was laundered. All the information is available. I'll share it with you elsewhere. The money was laundered through an old Lashkar-e-Toiba conduit identified as a man called Wali Aziz, also known as Rehan, who operated out of Dubai. Naki Ahmad Wasi, one of the accused arrested on January 12, 2012, confessed he had given Indian rupees 1.5 lakh by Yasin Bhatkal as commission for the 13/7 blast in Mumbai and also for the Delhi High Court blast of September 7, 2011. This money, which amounted to 10 lakh rupees separately, was received through Hawala channels. This is all provided in the plot. Your government is sitting on this information and doing nothing, sir. You ask me today, where's the information? I am telling you on record. You ask your government. This information is with your government, sir. This information is with your government, sir. Yes,
no, but why?
This information is with your government, sir.
Your government should take it.
It's with your government, sir. Bhatkal is in your country, sir. And hence the information is with your government.
May I?
Subramaniam Swami wants to add something.
May I point out? Yeah. These gentlemen who come from Pakistan, they come from the sophisticated part of Pakistani society, but Pakistan society now, in terms of governance, is divided into 4 or 5 parts, and some of them, certainly these gentlemen never belong to, particularly those inspired by Taliban and the mullahs and so on. And they seem to be gaining every day. So I'll say that maybe they are right that they have no evidence, but certainly the people who are doing it don't even have to consult the government in Pakistan, and they are autonomous. They are doing it.
Would you agree with that assessment?
Is unable to do anything.
Would you agree with that assessment, Zafar Ilali? You have agreed with that kind of assessment.
Can I just add another point?
Does Zafar Ilali agree with Subramaniam Swami's assessment?
First of all, let me tell you, I heard earlier that there was a lot of mainstream support for Hafiz Syed. If there is mainstream support for Hafiz Syed, why doesn't he fight an election and capitalize on it?
Terrorists don't fight elections.
The man will lose his deposit. He will lose his deposit in every constituency. Listen, if he had support, he would capitalize on it. Number one. It's not mainstream support. Secondly, the Taliban are not getting more popular. They are getting more unpopular in Pakistan. There is a greater resolve to take them on than there has ever been. Mr. Swami, for God's sake, get up and smell the coffee. Kindly follow the papers which Mr. Malik and I write for. You will discover that we are very
then why
frank
don't you
about the
cooperate?
situation in Pakistan. Why don't you cooperate? Why don't you get closer to us?
Can I respond?
Why do you take a step forward and 2 steps back? Why don't you sit and discuss, send your people,
okay, Dr. Swami, respond please before I go back to Maruf, gentlemen. I'm getting a response from Dr. Swami to what Zafar Ilali is saying, and then I'm going to go to you, Maruf. Yes.
I would say that after 2000, there's been never a situation where Pakistan has delivered on anything that it agreed on. Musharraf had said that he would ensure that no terrorists would cross the Kashmir border, or the LOC as it's called. And but he couldn't control it. And he himself told me that they are freelancers, I can't do anything about it. So I don't think you're in control.
Have done something
it's better you seek India's cooperation to establish.
Yes, Maruf. Yes, Maruf. 4 minutes left in the debate. Maruf.
Mr. Ilali, sir. Mr. Ilali, sir, quick 3 points. Point 1. As far as the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan is concerned, these guys are Salafists and hardliners who don't enjoy popularity in Pakistan. You're right about it. But they don't also allow the democratic credentials of other parties to get established where they are operating, and they intend to take over all of Pakistan, and that is a point of conflict between the military and the TTP. Now, as far as the Lashkar-e-Toiba is concerned, they have an unwritten agreement between the army and the armed forces, the paramilitary and the Lashkar-e-Toiba, that you do not upset us and we do not upset you. I mean, there is evidence also from the highest levels that even General Kayani is apparently referred to them as strategic assets. And I would quote from Storming the World Stage, a book by Stephen Tankel, which has all conversations and evidence as recorded para-chapter and verse on what the LET is doing and why it's popular. Pick up a copy and read it. And finally, let me tell you, Arnab, that to expect Pakistan or Pakistanis or moderates like this to admit that they have a role with terrorist groups obviously is an impossibility. But what you are going to expect vis-a-vis India-Pakistan relations, that there is going to be no serious movement forward.
No, there has to be at some point.
An American exit in Afghanistan is established in 2014. Once that is done, then we will see the future evolution of relationship between the two countries.
Well, I think
and what role is played in the region vis-a-vis Afghanistan by India and Pakistan. That is the defining moment, not today.
That there is a great need to take on this group called the IM in India, but is also greater need to take them on in Pakistan, and that's where that's why we are raising this whole Pakistan angle. It's not a fictitious angle; it's a very real angle. I have two minutes left on this debate. I'd like to go to our guest in Lahore. Yes, please, sir.
With respect to Mr. Rauf, do you think an army chief would be silly enough in Pakistan to call Hafiz Saeed a strategic asset? Come on, give me a break. I mean, does it even appear logical?
These are conversations that were intercepted by the CIA. I am not quoting. These are conversations. Go onto the internet and check it. These are conversations that were intercepted.
I am thoroughly impressed by India, because I love this sudden newfound, absolute, unshakable belief that India suddenly has developed in US. And all credit to you guys.
No, it is not unshakable belief. You have to grant
right
the devil
now,
is due.
every argument
if
of
American intelligence agencies are getting it right, you have to respect it.
So
we have seen what the American intelligence has done in Iraq, in Afghanistan, everywhere. So Lord be with you.
One last point, Admiral, I know you want to respond, but the Karachi project has the complete backing of the ISI, and Colonel Shah of the agency handled Pasha. It was involved in the 2006 Mumbai local train bombings as confirmed by Pasha, and he was arrested in Pakistan in October 2009. Just sharing these details with
Swami, let me say again.
Yes.
Swami, let me say again.
Yes.
India, I think, is really a very soft state, that it can be, kicked by any person like Hafiz Saeed or anybody. Why doesn't government of India take a tough stand even with Pakistan?
Sir, if you're throwing a challenge...
Good idea, sir. We would like Delhi to do that. Actually, it's a damn good idea.
But this provocation, of course...
This
provocation, Admiral, 1 minute, I'll tell you one thing. This provocation is unnecessary. It is going to be counterproductive. It does not add up to anything. I think what is needed. One minute, Admiralty.
Start talking, giving Pakistan the whole truth.
Admiral and Muhammad Malik. Muhammad Malik and Admiral. I'll just say one thing to you. What is needed tonight is action by Pakistan. Give us Bhatkal. Action, not provocation. Provocation by Pakistan happened before, and we know how Pakistan. Whenever you have provoked India too much, if you provoke India too much, then it does not serve the interests of Pakistan.
Nobody is going to protect a terrorist. Nobody in Pakistan wants to protect a terrorist. But just because India says ABC are terrorists, that's not good enough. I say bring the evidence. And
the evidence is with you. The evidence is with you, and what I'll do tonight, Muhammad Malik, what I'll do tonight, I request you.
Just because you want to parrot what Southbox says,
I request you. There is an article on the internet written by Vicky, who's on the show, which talks about the Indian Mujahideen Lashkar link. If you read that, honestly, I'm telling you, Muhammad Malik, because I have faith in you as a journalist, you will change your perspective. I thank you for joining me on this debate tonight. Let's hope the government of India also puts the pressure. Thank you, gentlemen.